At the middle of the night, confused to his own thoughts, Atsumu couldn't help but get out of their base. He was thinking to get some fresh air, taking his motorcycle out for a drive. Karu's game really messed up his thoughts. His plan worked, making the blonde more confused. That rooster is the worst. It's all his fault. There is no way I have feelings for that detective. He said that, but now he is in front of the same detective's house, thinking to himself. I know Karu is wrong. That's why I'm here, to prove it. Atsumu gets off from his bike, slowly climbing a tree. He entered through the open window that he previously jumped out of. After getting in, he smiles. Okiyumi, I can't believe you didn't close your window. My, what a clumsy guy. He thinks, slowly inching closer to the bed where Sakusa was peacefully sleeping. His hair looked messy, covering his eyes. The blonde leaned beside the bed, hovering over the sleeping man. With one hand he gently moves the hair strands. Whispering, he says to the sleeping man, I'm confused. I don't believe it. The blonde sighs, recalling the memories. He was zoned out. In a second the blonde was now on the bed. Their position switched. Sakusa, who was now awake, was hovering over the blonde. Both of Atsumu's hands was tightly gripped by Sakusa above his head. You were awake. Of course, I knew you're gonna be back. I was prepared. It was all a plan to capture you. Wow, Omi, quite clever of you. So what are you going to do to me since you have me on your grasp now? The blonde says that with a smirk. I see you don't change, and what is this you're calling me? Why are you here? The blonde shrugs. Something that I picked up. And you see, if I want to know something, until I know it I can't rest. Sakusa rolls his eyes. With his free hand he gets his phone out of his pocket. What are you doing? Going to call backup? You're under arrest. The blonde started to chuckle. With a smirk he asked. And, how are you going to prove that I am the thief? No one knows my face, honey. The people you are working with does. After a report get published, I'm sure that they will come to save you. The blonde froze. He admits that he had no plan should he get caught. It will be a big problem. Just to buy some time, the blonde quickly figures out a plan. I want to take you somewhere before you arrest me. You think I'm stupid? I'm not letting you go until backup arrives. I told you I want to know something. Don't you remember? I'm not going to run away, I promise. I said no. Wow, are all detectives this mean? Come on, I promised. I won't break my promise. But he still couldn't believe the blonde. To assure him, Atsumu tells him to put handcuffs on his hand just to make sure that he wouldn't run away. Why are you doing this? Geez, are you a broken record? Fine, I will tell you, and whatever I say will be the truth. Sakusa sighs. He still did not believe the blonde. But he remembers the way he was gazing at him. On that moment he was awake and he could tell Atsumu's eyes were full of pain. And in reality he does want to know why he's doing this. Why does he keep on putting himself in danger? Sakusa does want to know this. Even though the blonde acts carefree, he looks so distant. His attitude looks so fake. Putting one side of the handcuff on the blonde's hand, he does the same with his. 20 minutes, that's all I'm giving you. You better not pull any tricks. Giving one of his carefree smiles, the blonde winks. Intertwining both of their hands, Atsumu tells him to go outside with him. After they got out of Sakusa's place. So what are you going to do? We are going on a late night drive. On my motorcycle. Are you serious? How are we going to drive the bike? We will sure get into an accident. Well, we will figure it out now. Get ready for a crazy road trip. No, you may be crazy, but I am not. And after some angry mumbling, they finally sat down on the motorbike. Sakusa's right hand was in handcuffed, wrapping around the blonde's waist. Atsumu with his right hand was holding the handle, Sakusa doing the same with his left hand. I swear if I die because of you, Atsumu, I will come and haunt you for the rest of your life. Laughing, if we do end up in an accident, what makes you think I'll survive? Stop talking. Keep your eyes on the road. Yes, sir. After focusing, they finally drove off to who knows where. We are finally here. I wanted to visit this park for so long. The blonde was very excited. Who knows how they survived the whole trip? Atsumu was beaming with joy. On the other hand, Sakusa looked like his soul left his body. I swear, after I arrest you, I will take your driver's license and rip it all to shreds. Come on, it was a great ride. You were screaming in joy. You must be blind because I don't think I was enjoying it. Oh, stop being an old man. Enjoy your youth, Omi. Now come on, let's walk around a bit and find a place to sit. The blonde was very excited, running around and looking at everything in amazement. After dragging Sakusa behind for some minutes, they finally stopped when they found a bench to sit down in. The seats were illuminated by a light pole beside the bench. They finally sat down, giving Sakusa a much-needed rest. Omi, I heard detectives have a lot of stamina. You're tired just by me dragging you around. Be quiet. Unlike you thieves, we do like to sleep. That's mean. Don't get angry at me just because you're weak. Sakusa sighs. Giving up, he looks up at the night sky, asking the blonde. Why did you decide to be a thief? Wow. No hesitation and straight to the point. I see. Don't make me repeat myself. I just want to know why you decided to go through this dangerous path. For revenge, of course. I just want the person to feel the pain that I felt. I want to take everything away from them just like they did to me. I don't know what you went through, but you should know that revenge is never the answer. I stopped caring about the goods in people. I tried to be the better person. But they don't deserve it. Sakusa does know that everyone has a reason to do something, but in his heart he truly felt if he didn't ask this question here he may never know the answer. I just want revenge for the pain my loved ones had suffered. And the people who suffered with them, for that one selfish person. The one who is living the best life, by trampling others' dreams. To make them suffer the same fate. Make them feel grief, loss and much, much more. This happened 14 years ago. I was 7. My parents was the most kindest people, owned a company, and I was living a good life. But our happiness didn't stay for long. Because on my 7th birthday, I lost everything. I lost my home and my parents. One of their partners betrayed them, selling their most valuable documents, making them bankrupt, making many people jobless. To orchestrating a grand plan, to destroy everything we had. They planted a huge explosion in the company, taking many innocents' life. And made it look like an accident. And had the audacity to create a new building with the money that they stole to create their business. They stole so much from so many innocent kids. And they need to pay for that. So Kuru, you finally know his name. Yes, Kuru and many more are one of those kids. Sakusa stays quiet, and seeing that the blonde started to giggle saying, why are you all quiet now? It's nothing to do with you, so you don't need to worry. The blonde leans in closer, whispering in Sakusa's ears. I finally understand what that damn rooster was trying to imply. I hate to admit it, but he may be right. I want you to stay back, and let me go through my plan. Saying that the blonde gets up from where he was sitting and walks to his bike. Sakusa startled looks at his hand which was now attached on the pole by the handcuff. No, it's too dangerous. Don't do this, Atsumu. I don't know what your plan is, but you can't go through it. I can help you, let me help you. As a detective I can find all information and capture that person. Oh honey, if the situation was different, maybe I would have listened to you. Yeah, if only we met before, I would have never went through this dangerous path, and maybe, just maybe we all could have had a different life. 14 years ago. Don't tell me he was talking about that incident. If that is true it has to be him. Mia, please don't do this. Atsumu froze, tightening his grip on the bike's handle. He looks back, giving him a smile. He says, good job, detective. Slamming the bench with his hand, he felt helpless. He could only stare at the blonde's reflection slowly fading away in the distance. To be continued. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. I know it's been a while since I have written this story, but I still hope you guys had fun reading it. I'm curious how many of you guys remember this story. If you do remember, don't forget to comment. I would love to know your opinions. And at last but not the least, I would like to thank this user and an apology for letting you wait for so long. Hope you enjoyed the video as much as I did making it. And if you're watching this video right now, hope to see you on my other videos as well. That's all for today. Have a great day or night. See you at my next video. Bye bye everyone.